Did you know some American customs are pretty weird for Japanese? I know that our customs might be confusing to Americans, like the way we apologize, or the way we have small talk.
Are you terrorist?
You might be surprised at how these little things Americans do can be so confusing for Japanese. Like this first one. Is your name Domino's? Cause you got one hot pizza. This is called pickup line, which we don't really do it in Japan. So it's very confusing to us if somebody tells us, because it doesn't make sense to us. We would just say, hey, do you have some time for me? Or do you have some time for a cup of tea or something? Another pickup line, I think it's very clever too. Are you from Tennessee? Because to me, you are 10. I see. I actually love American pickup lines so much. It will make me laugh so hard. And I think it's very, very clever too. I don't know if you should use it to a Japanese person because Japanese person wouldn't probably understand. You have to come up with something that Japanese can understand and laugh to. If I make one that could work to a Japanese girl, would be this. I'm a guy walking and then you are the woman that I want to talk to. Wow, I almost lost my eyesight because I thought I saw sunshine. Oh, it's bad. It's so bad. That's so bad. We don't have this, okay? Don't try to make it work for Japanese, okay? Because it's never gonna work for us. Never gonna work for us. This next one almost got me in trouble at gun range. So I really wanted to try shooting guns in America. And when I went to the gun shop, I was so surprised. There's so many real guns on the display. And I was like, feeling already scared. Like I've never seen guns like that in my life. And then I could hear other people practicing gun shooting. And I was like, oh, this is real. Wow, Americans do shoot guns. A very friendly staff came in and he started explaining how to shoot guns safely and stuff. Then another staff jumped in and then he suddenly did this. Hey, how you guys? Hey, y'all. I did not understand what he was saying. Is he speaking in English? And then I found out this guy was actually speaking in a very heavy southern accent. So the next American thing that confused Japanese is dialect. I thought I could understand like 80% when Americans talking to me. So when this guy say, hey yo, my brain got frozen like I would say all Japanese school only teaches very standard English accent, but not like heavy dialect accent. No. I was very surprised there are many American accent. For example, Southern accent, New York accent, Boston accent. Actually, I found Southern accent is very charming, so I want to study how to speak like them. So this is Bruce Mitchell, and he lives in a southern part of America, and I love to watch him because I love how he cooks. It's very, very interesting, and he got the long hair, and then sometimes you can see his side boobs. I love his accent too. He always say, yo!
Alright, y'all. This has been soaking about 20 minutes. I want to show y'all.
Yo! This been soaking for 20 minutes. I want to show y'all! When I go to America next time, I definitely want to learn Southern accent. So of course in Japan we have many dialects too. Almost each prefecture has their own dialect. For example, hey, what's wrong? In normal standard Japanese would say, どうしたの? But in Osaka dialect we say, どないしたん? Standard Japanese we say thank you, ありがとう. But in Osaka, some people say, Okini! And of course, I always end my video saying, Okini! Because I'm from Osaka. There are some more things that Americans do that confuse Japanese. I can't talk about here. But I was so surprised that so many American women just go out without a bra. You can watch it by becoming a YouTube channel member or by scanning this QR code and signing up to our Patreon. You'll get over a dozen extra pieces of content and it helps support the channel. This next American thing definitely made me look stupid. When my American friend asked me to take a selfie together and she was holding her phone like this and I was like, okay, let's take a selfie. And she said, let's do badass pose. So I asked her, sorry, what do you mean badass? Like, my butt is bad? Like, after I ate Taco Bell? That's when I knew something was wrong. And she was like, I was getting so embarrassed. I got so red. I don't know what it means. And she told me it means, let's do the cool pose. Like, we are like a cool girls. So American slang is so confusing for us. When my American friend said, that's sick, I was like, you don't feel well? I was very confused. Like, I wasn't even sure if does she like it or she doesn't like it? What does it mean? Another one is actually my favorite one. Brain fart. When I heard it for the first time, I just couldn't stop laughing. I love how they describe you when you forget something, right? Boom, suddenly, right? It's such a beautiful description of the situation, I think. Of course, in Japan, we have Japanese slangs too that might confuse you guys. First one is yabai. Yabai originally means something is dangerous. A lot of people these days use yabai as something great. For example, when you eat something really tasty, you say yaba, means that's so good. Next one is moreru. Moreru comes from moru, usually means to serve or to pile up. Nowadays, younger people use moreru as you look actually better than usual. 自分今日めっちゃ漏れてるやん means, oh wow, your makeup actually looks much better than usual. This next American thing ruined my favorite dress. We were at the cafe outside and there was a nice bench there, so I just decided to sit there. And then when I stood up, I felt something on my butt. There was chewing gum on the bench. Like, I was like, why? Like, I've never had this experience in Japan. I was so disappointed. I understand if somebody spilled like a water or coffee or something, but why chewing gum on the bench? It's very confusing how Americans treat chewing gum. I know Americans love to chew gums, but they sometimes put it on the wall. After Mr. Ace told me you might find some chewing gum under the table, I was like, no, nobody would do that. No. And I was like, yeah, try it. And I actually looked under the table. Yes. I can't believe it. Why would anyone want to do this? And I was very surprised to see black spots on the street in America. I didn't know what it was. When I got closer, they are mostly gum spots. If you ever come to Japan, you don't really see those gum spots on the street. We usually have like a wrapper that comes from the gum, or maybe they use tissue and spit it out and then throw it away. So we don't really spit the gum on the street. And we never stick chewing gum under the table. This next thing Americans do made me really uncomfortable. One day, Mr. Eats introduced one of his good friends to me, and at the end of the day, I try to do what you guys do all the time, giving a hug when you say goodbye. I was a little bit uncomfortable because, Japanese don't really give hugs to each other. So I made my mind, okay, I'll do it. I'll go for the hug. And I approached him and then I did this. And then next thing he did this. There's like almost like a 1 arm distance from him and myself. What is this? Like I was so confused. Like, is my breath so stinky or? I was like, why? I tried to do what you guys do, but he gave this such a distance, weird thing. I don't even know if it's called hug or not. I landed in America. Men try not to touch a woman's body unintentionally. So that's why there was so much space between me and him when he gave me a hug. So American thinks that confuses Japanese is so many kinds of hugs. If some Japanese people who never experienced this hug, I think they will be super shocked or surprised, like, what is this? After after I learned why men try to do distance hug, I think it's actually a nice thing, they probably care about the other woman. Another confusing one is handshake hug. I think when I first actually saw this shake hand hug was between Mr. Eats and his American friend. I thought, I have to do that. And I tried to shake a hand, and then they didn't give me that. They just gave me the shake hand. So I was like, oh, we don't do this then. So that's why I figured out that this shake hand hug mainly happens between men. Next one is side hug. Yeah, I've seen this a lot on pictures on the internet. Like a lot of celebrities, instead of getting this, they do this. I actually appreciate, the men's gesture, not to accidentally get too close to each other. But Japanese things that might confuse is bowing. There are many kinds of bows depending on who you are giving bowing. So if you meet the top person in your company, your bow will be very deep. And then you meet your supervisor, which is not like CEO, but you have to respect them, right? Then you will do slight. When you meet your coworker, you would do lightest bow. Actually, there are many more kinds of degrees of bows in Japan depending on who you are talking to. Is that confusing you two guys? Before we go to the next one, let me tell you about some amazing Japanese snacks from Tokyo Treat. It's a fun and exclusive Japanese snack box that features cool and fun snacks from across Japan. This month's theme is Fuji Fall Snackscape. Each month, you'll get Japan Limited premium snacks like Kit Kat, potato chips, noodles, and more. In the culture guidebook, you can learn about allergen information of the snacks in the box. I gotta try this one. Whoa, this looks so special. Oh, I like it a lot. I gotta try this guy called Porinki. It tastes like a grilled sweet corn. This guy looks so cute. Oh, it smells like the sweet potato. Inside is actually a sweet potato chocolate. And if you want more traditional Japanese taste, try Sakurako. It's a monthly Japanese artisan snack box filled with authentic and traditional Japanese snacks, specialty, and tableware. This month you'll get this beautiful shippo plate. This month's theme is Wonders of Nagano. Nagano is one of the most famous place of apples. Good, very good. This is so interesting. They actually put the real melon juice. Wow, it's very, very good. These boxes make a great gift for yourself or your loved ones. And for a limited time, get a special bonus gift when you subscribe to the Tokyo Treat or Sakurako prepaid plan. And don't forget to use my code Mrs. Eats to get $5 off your first box. So click the link below or scan the QR code and sign up now. Share your love of Japan with your loved one with Tokyo Treat and Sakurako. One day, I was in a very, very formal conference. That day was my first time to wear a very formal suit. Atmosphere of the conference room was very quiet. Everybody looked like this. This is what it's like to be an adult, okay? And there was a very famous American businessman. He looked like super formal, like a president-looking guy. And then he started giving his speech. Suddenly, he did something really surprised me. He did this. When I looked around, everybody was laughing. And I looked at my supervisor, and he was like, what's happening? Oh my gosh, it was so weird. I thought he really went crazy. Somebody stop him, taking me down from the podium. So this is something that confuses a lot of Japanese people is American gestures. For me, who didn't know much about American gestures or culture at the time, was like a very, very shocking. He was quoting some kind of like a comedian's phrase or something. That's why everybody was laughing. In Japan, in such a formal conference, the speaker wouldn't use hand gestures a lot. They would probably stand like this. They might raise their hands to show something on the screen like this. This is such a big action. That's why for me, even though he did this, but to me it looked like There's some other ones that confuse Japanese. For example, this. When my American friend did this gesture, I thought, wow, is she gonna start like puppet show or something? I had no idea what she's trying to say. This means so-so, right? How can this be so-so? American, if you talk to a Japanese person and when you wanna tell them so-so, it doesn't make sense to us. You have to say so-so. Another American gesture that I was very shocked was this. So I don't know how I look when I do this, but I probably look like one of the zombies from Resident Evil. Eye rolling. Why do you roll your eyes when you are, how do you say, when you are fed up? You do this. So funny, it's so funny. Where did it come from? We don't have a lot of face expression or gestures compared to Americans, so whenever we see those gestures, we feel very confused. But on the other hand, we do have some gestures that American might not understand. For example, you know this? So this means Yakuza, the Japanese gangster. So we don't want to say, oh, he's a Yakuza, oh, that one is a Yakuza. So instead of saying it, we say this. And opposite of Yakuza, police is this. This might be a little bit old style too, like this. This means police officer. This next thing that Americans do will definitely get you made fun of in Japan. In fact, I couldn't stop laughing when I saw them. Of course, I'm talking about some of the terrible Japanese tattoos these people got. They were so bad that I had to go back and then fix them. I will show you some of the worst Japanese tattoos foreigners got in this video. See you there and thanks for watching. Okini!